He is the youngest of the Watt brothers. He just turned 25. T.J. Watt of the Steelers joining us on the program and just got out of the weight room. We wanted to go around the room and guess what your max bench is, okay, T.J.? 1 rep.
All right, entertain me, please.
Okay, Paulie, I'll start with you. T.J. Watt's max bench press, 1 rep.
All time or currently, I'm going to go 440, Dan. I think I may be a little low, but 440.
All right. Fritzy?
465.
All right. McLovin?
Holy cow.
390.
All right. I'm going to go 405, TJ.
That's more realistic, Dan. I think the other guys think they're talking to JJ and not me. I think 405 is the most I've ever pushed up.
It is?
Yeah, 405 is right in the right direction.
Okay.
Right around there.
Which Watt brother wears the tighter shirts?
JJ for a while, and now I'll give that to Derek. I think Derek is rocking the medium.
Really?
JJ for a while got in that phase where he liked to hem the arms, so then his arms look a lot bigger. But he's past that stage now.
How much communication do the brothers have in the course of a week?
Oh, every day. I mean, I just played Xbox with JJ for like 2 hours last night, and we have a group chat that we were texting. I mean, Derek is always sending pictures of his baby, mine and JJ's nephew, and we're either FaceTime and texting or calling at least once a day, so we talk all the time.
But can you compare opponents? Do you guys do that?
Oh, I think JJ and I can more than Derek and I could just because of the position, and JJ and I are both scouting offenses, and he plays on the left side, I play on the left side as well, so just breaking out right tackles and offenses and what they like to do. I think JJ and I can definitely do that more than Derek and I could.
How much does it matter if you're on the right side or left side with what you do?
I think it's a personal preference. For me, the left side is just way more comfortable. I feel way more natural from the left side, and I think a lot more of the teams roll out to my left, their right, just because of the quarterbacks are mostly right-handed. And just knowing that quarterbacks can typically see you when you're rushing the passer, so you have to be more savvy as opposed to breaking down and being able to tackle them.
I had Ed Reed on last hour. We were talking about, would you rather face a pocket quarterback or somebody who can extend a play? What would you rather face?
1,000,000% a pocket quarterback. I mean, these running quarterbacks are making life very difficult for guys that rush the passer. It's very tough. I mean, we faced Lamar Jackson earlier this year, and it's tough just to be able to have disciplined rush lanes, and especially if you're playing man coverage behind it, because as soon as the quarterback sees the DBs turn their backs, he takes off, and it's tough to corral him.
Yeah, but that's one of those where you see somebody on film. Well, okay, the last time you saw a quarterback on film and then you saw him in person, and it was a big difference, was who?
What was that? Sorry, can you repeat that?
That you watch somebody on film and then you see him in person, and it's a big difference. Like, what's the biggest difference you've seen in a quarterback that from seeing them on tape, but then you see them in person, whether it's size, it's speed, it's arm strength?
Yeah, I think, I mean, each and every week is that way. This is the NFL. Every quarterback that you see in person is kind of a wow factor as opposed to seeing them on film. I mean, you talk about Lamar Jackson, the guy on film is doing remarkable stuff, and the film can't really tell the full story as opposed to how hard he's cutting and how fast he's moving and the acceleration. That was definitely a lot different in person than it was on film. And even this past week against the Colts, I think Jacoby Brissett, you see a lot of guys missing tackles on him, and you really wonder what's happening. And then you see a guy like that in person, and even I missed a tackle on him, and you see that he's 6'5", 230 pounds, just a really sturdy quarterback. And I think each and every week you're kind of surprised at what you see in person as opposed to the film.
Where were you when Vinatieri missed that kick against the Colts?
I was out there. I was trying to get my hand on the ball any way possible and block the kick, but saw him push it left or pull it left really early in the kick, and was just super happy to come away with the win.
Yeah, but what is that like when you know that the game is on the line and you got a Hall of Fame kicker and you're just doing whatever it takes to just get a fingertip on a football? Not that you needed to, but it's sort of helpless.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, we didn't want to jump off sides and give them a chance to re-kick it or anything like that. So just trying to get the best jump on the ball you possibly can, get as low as you possibly can, and just try to stick a hand out there and see if you can get a hand on the ball. But as soon as you don't do that, you turn around as quickly as possible and see if the ball's going through the uprights or not.
Who did you root for growing up?
I was a Packer fan for a good chunk of my early life until JD was on the Texans. And I was the biggest Houston Texans fan for the past 6-7 years until I got in the NFL.
Did you ever meet Favre?
What was that?
Did you ever meet Brett Favre?
No, I think I did once at an award show where JJ was winning one of his 3 Defensive Player of the Year trophies. Shout out you, Jage. But I think I met him at one of those.
Does JJ, did he ever rub it in that he was collecting all this hardware?
I mean, man, I think a lot of people forget that he's won 3 Defensive Player of the Year trophies, and it's pretty wild to see how quickly people forget just how the remarkable stretch he was on. I mean, I look at his stats from time to time and just going back and looking at the amount of quarterback hits, TFLs, and sacks that he was putting up in back-to-back years. And even this year, until he got hurt, he was on pace for the most quarterback hits of his career. And I think people are very quick to forget stuff like that.
You're right. You're right. And he was having quietly a great year. I think we look at JJ and then we got lost with that. But all of a sudden, Myles Garrett is the guy. Khalil Mack is the guy. We forgot about Von Miller. It doesn't take long for us to forget about you because we love to move on to what's the next thing. And I think JJ, before he got hurt, was, maybe falling victim to that. But then you're getting your opportunity now because you're newer, fresher on the scene, and you're putting up some great numbers for that Steeler defense.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with flying under the radar and just being a team player and putting up as many.
Hell, I forgot about the Boses, TJ. I didn't even. Okay, better brother combination, though. Better brother combination, though.
That's the thing. Everybody wants to compare, and I think it's all right to have your own little thing. And we don't always have to compare the Watt brothers versus the Bosa brothers versus the Gronkowski brothers and all that stuff. I think why can't we all just be good football players in our respective ways? And I think they're doing a lot of really good things, and I'm just trying to make as many plays as I possibly can to help my team win.
I think I want to go drinking with the Gronk brothers. I'm not sure who I want in the octagon, though, as far as the brothers. Like, are you guys crazy? Like, the Gronks are crazy.
Yeah, I don't think we're crazy. I don't know. That's not for me to debate because I'm one of us. So I don't know if I'm crazy or not. I like to think that I'm pretty even keeled.
Hey, what happened when at the beginning of the year, all of a sudden we're going, what the hell happened to the Steelers? So now all of a sudden you guys are playing. What's the biggest difference here?
I think we're just taking it game by game and not trying to look past and project the future and predict the future and try to figure out what can happen if. And we're just kind of living in the moment and trying to take advantage of each and every practice and taking one game at a time and really respecting our opponents and just trying to create turnovers. I think is the biggest thing for us as a defense as opposed to last year is just being able to create those turnovers and give the offense better field position, trying to score any way we possibly can just to help out our young quarterback.
What is it like every day for you to walk around Pittsburgh, given the fan that, those are fanatics. That's as good a fan base as you'll find in any sport.
Yeah, they're big fans. I mean, I'm a homebody. I don't live a very fascinating life. I stay at home a lot and I cook at home but I do go to the local Giant Eagle. Shout out to the Pittsburgh people out there and the grocery store. And people always say, great game, and good luck this week. I hope you're healthy. And they're always very genuine and sweet and kind to me, and I couldn't be happier to be in this community.
Congrats on the season so far, TJ. We appreciate your time. Our best to your brother.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's TJ Watt, Steelers linebacker.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.